Canon's roadmap for 2021. New cameras are coming and we have an update. Let's look into that. Hi, I'm Tom and you're watching Rumour Has It. Please subscribe for camera news, rumour and informed opinion. It's free to subscribe and it helps the channel grow. It also allows free entry and a 1 in 100 chance of winning an AC battery adapter which is compatible with the latest Canon cameras. See the link below for full details on how to enter. Despite the challenges of 2020, Canon still managed to launch 4 new camera models last year. Well, 4 if you count the M50, which was little more than a firmware update. That being said, the 1D Mark III, the R5 and the R6 all have impressive specifications and have been well received into the market. So looking forward to 2021, let's look at what we can expect. Remembering the current pandemic is still affecting things and could delay plans. In my November video prediction for 2021, we talked about the R7 and a possible R10 APS-C camera. Today I'll update you on those and also talk about the full-frame cameras lining up for 2021. So first an update on the APS-C. We're told that the R7 is in the hands of a select group of beta testers. This is good news and it means the launch isn't far away. However, I'm not sure what needs testing, as a rumoured spec of a sensor from the 90D and a subset of the Digic X processor, along with IBIS in an R6 type body. This is all well proven tech, so does this mean Canon have got something else up their sleeve? Does this hint at a brand new APS-C sensor? Perhaps something to go with the rumoured RF APS-C lenses and how those will work together? Time will tell. I'm still certain this tech will find its way into the 90D replacement in 2022, which I believe will be the R10. I've covered that in a previous video. The Canon product chart isn't likely to change much. Looking at Canon's typical product map, we can see the R5 and the R6 have replaced 2 of the professional lineup, and the R7 and R1 will complete that by replacing the other 2. In the mid-range, I predict the Canon 90D will be replaced by the R10, and I gave my reasons for the timescale on that on the anniversary of the release of the original 10D. And in the consumer range, this is where we'll see most change. I believe that the M series isn't end of the line, but is definitely in the rear view mirror. I'm not wishing an end to the M series. I'd like to see it prosper again, and the M50 was still a top seller in 2020. But as I mentioned before, cell phone cameras are so powerful now, with AI capabilities, social media sharing, and tech previously only found in high-end cameras, like IBIS, pixel shift, and video specs unheard of in a sub £1,000 camera. Perceived weaknesses like low light performance and bokeh have all been resolved by AI, or computational photography as Apple likes to call it. The advances are there for all to see. This may not appeal to the current owners of the M series or Micro Four Thirds cameras, but for the next generation who have grown up with powerful cell phones, it'll take a substantial leap in photographic ability and the power of long lenses to persuade them to pick up a camera. This is where I think Canon have got it right. Cameras like the R5 and long lenses like the 100 to 500 RF and the 600 and 800 f11 more affordable lenses, and apps like Canon Connect and the Image Canon service will all be differentiators that will make the next generation put down their cell phones and pick up a proper camera. So my guess is Canon will concentrate on the higher end, and as for the consumer end of the market, will we see a continued gradual decline and lack of investment? Unless Canon can develop other markets for these sensors, be it medical, automotive, security, aerospace, or even vlogging. Yup, Canon have a patent for that too, so we know they're looking to expand into other markets. I don't see them developing for the sub £1,000 market cameras. Right now that's what we're seeing with the M series. Looking at full-frame cameras, a high megapixel camera is also coming, and will likely be the R5S, to replace the 5DS. This will not have the video functions of the R5 and will be more targeted at photographers in studios and landscape photographers. Canon had great success in this area with the 5DS and the 5DR, and we can expect them to capitalise on this, not only with high megapixel cameras, rumoured to be 90 megapixels, but also with new pixel shift technology, which will stretch RF glass and resolution to its limits. Pixel shift technology normally follows the introduction of IBIS, so expect to see Canon's implementation of this in the R5S, with a doubling or trebling of resolution. Then there's the 1DX Mark III replacement, likely the R1. This will be released in time for the delayed Olympics. Other camera suppliers have products ready for this, and expect Canon to be there also with their most powerful camera. It's most likely to have dual Digic X processors and will not suffer from overheating. Canon have a history of putting dual processors in the 1D, and I don't see them changing that. This gives them a speed advantage over all other Canon cameras. They will likely devote one to sensor and readout and video, and the other for shutter and focusing. The larger body of the 1D/R1 will allow for a better heat dissipation, so expected dreaded overheating problems will be solved. However, living in Scotland, I've never experienced overheating on my R5. There's also a patent held by Canon for a stacked sensor, with faster readout and low power consumption. Think of it like AMD did to Intel. When AMD stacked CPUs, it enabled them to beat Intel again in CPU speeds, giving them a significant advantage that Intel are still struggling to claw back even 4 years later. The rise in CPUs have given AMD a significant lead over Intel. Will Canon gain a big advantage over other sensors with this tech? Looking at you, Sony. People are still suffering from this pandemic, so there's still the possibility of plans being disrupted, but the strong rumours that the R7 and the R1 are in the wild being tested by select professionals, I'm certain that we'll see these two cameras very soon. I'd just like to welcome my new subscribers. I certainly take a jump in numbers, and I'm now in the heady number of 36 subscribers, and I appreciate you all. I'm not quite sure how it happened, but I'm happy to have you all aboard. I know that one of them is my sister Kathy. Thanks for watching, rumour has it. I hope you found this useful. If you have, then like the video and click the free to subscribe button below, and for my part I'll continue to bring you camera news, rumour and informed opinion.